today we're finally starting with paint, so let's get this thing uncovered and let's get it going. If you're new to this channel and to this project, go watch the previous two videos, but basically I'm restoring a 1981 Mk1 Golf, which has been sitting for 22 years. In this video we're finally painting the car after going through everything and removing a ton of rust from the car. As I said at the end of the previous video, unfortunately I didn't get access to a paint booth, so I had to paint outside. So after taking the whole car apart, I started with the fenders and the hood, and here's me prepping the fenders, and then I did a stupid mistake and I pressed the record button thinking I was starting to film, but I actually stopped filming, so I don't have the footage of me painting the wings. But luckily I did realize it when I started painting the hood, so I do have footage of the hood being painted. Mind you, this is just primer, this is not the actual paint. Even though it doesn't look it in the video, it's grey, it's not white, and it's sprayed down really bad because I didn't realize it, but the compressor was full of water. It's day one of painting. Just wanted to do a quick update on how the process is going and what's going on. And honestly, it's a pain in the ass. I think this is the last time I'm painting a car, especially during summer. I laid down primer on one of the doors, on the two wings and on the hood, and the compressor I have is really small, which is already bad. The second bad thing is that it was kind of full of water, and I only realized once I actually started spraying and blobs started coming out. So definitely those parts I painted already will need much more sanding than hopefully what I will paint now. And now I'm going back out to paint the other door and the boot, and then I'll do a quick sand of everything, and tonight spray all of those parts with paint. Hopefully the cheap gun I have and the small compressor managed to lay down a half decent coat of paint. At this point, honestly, once I'm done with building up the car and doing the whole restoration, I'm just gonna send it over to someone to paint it fully because I'm not confident that the paint will come out nice. So right now I just don't care. All I care about is that the car is protected, that the rust won't come back, and that, yeah, it's all one color, so at least looks like a car from afar. So yeah, it's probably gonna suck, but let's go back into painting. So today I'm painting all of the parts, tomorrow I'll be painting the actual car, and then I'll just throw everything back on the car and be done with it for now. Let's go. POV, you're the paint gun. You can see the other door and the wings and the hood painted in the background, and now I'm just painting this door and the boot lid, and then I'll go in and start sanding everything down to prep it for paint. At this point I don't even know what I filmed, what I didn't, but we're at a point where basically All the doors and the bonnet and the hood and everything is painted in primer. I'm gonna sand them down and throw paint on it this evening. The gun is quite better now when the compressor is not full of water, so I'm happy with that, but still I think it's gonna need repainting in the future, but at least we're getting rid of the rust and protecting the car. So yeah, let's go back to sanding. I'm so tired of this. This is the last time I'm doing body work. Never again, but still it's a learning experience. And yeah, I'm trying to hide as much as possible in the house, taking breaks and stuff, because it's like 35 degrees outside and even my iPhone overheated while I was listening to music painting, so it's really a pain in the ass. So now I'm going back out and sanding everything back down with probably 320 or 500 grit, and then laying paint over everything. Big shout out to my boy Luca, who was helping me prep the car for paint, and without whom I wouldn't be able to finish this project on time. And here's a time lapse of me painting everything. The only thing I forgot was the boot lid. Anyways, the paint laid out quite nicely. I was happy with how it was going out, and the parts came out much better than I was expecting. There were a few bugs in the paint and it wasn't perfect, but honestly much better than I thought it would be. It's day 2 of painting and finally time to start spraying the car. Before starting I decided to clean it out because inside it was all full of trash from sanding, grinding and working on the car for the previous week. After it was cleaned, Luca helped me to roll it down behind the house where I would paint it, and as soon as it was down there I just started mixing the primer to start laying it down. Ever since I took the water out of the compressor, the gun has been working perfectly. The primer laid really well and managed to cover everything on the car, and after that all I had to do was wait for it to dry and then sand it down and prepare it for paint. Luckily it was around 33 degrees outside, so the primer dried up extremely fast. Finally done with at least the base coat, the primer on the car, and now it's time to go back, sand everything down and finally paint the car. This has been such a process to get this done, but I'm quite happy I managed to do it in 7 days while also doing other work which is unrelated to the car. And yeah, I'm hoping the paint turns out at least as good as the doors and stuff. Those came out quite nice. There is some bugs and stuff stuck in the paint, but not too much. I'll show everything once the car is painted and back together. But yeah, it's definitely a pain in the ass and I'm never doing body work again. If you're my friend, family, whatever, if I ever tell you I want to do this again, just remind me that I don't really want to do it. And yeah, let's go out and start sanding.
Get it cracking like a levy. I'ma show them all how to party if they let me. Cue the countdown and release the confetti. The party don't start till I get there. I said it's all in the rest and it ain't fair. I've been waiting on this moment my whole life. Yeah, give me my crown if it's just right. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this. Pull up with the top down. Ain't anything. I'm way too hot now. I radiate. Don't need a rear view. They behind me. Cause my future's so bright in my blind. Hold up. Why I gotta shine so bright? Don't need a reason. Escort in my head is out. They wish you sleep. Can't be nobody else. I'ma be myself. So they gon' have to watch me treat myself. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. make it look good. Watch yourself, yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, cause you make it look good. Watch yourself, you make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, cause you make it look good. Watch this.
It's done and I'm so happy. It doesn't look the best, but honestly I couldn't care less at this point. Let me get the settings right. It's finally done and honestly I feel like 100 kilos lighter. It's not the best. I had a bunch of bugs going to the paint, which I was expecting, and I don't really care about it at this point. All I care about is that it's painted, it's all one color, it's protected from rust, and it looks like a car. So yeah, can't wait for tomorrow to see how it looks when it's dry. Might look like shit, but we'll see. I'm honestly so excited to see the car back looking as a car with doors, windows, the whole front assembled and everything. There's still so much work to be done on the car with the underside. There's still some surface rust underneath. I need to de-rust it, protect it, do the whole suspension, do the engine. Right now it's just a rolling shell, but honestly just seeing it with paint and kind of looking like a car will be so nice and so motivating to keep working on it and making it nice. So yeah, let's go out, let's check out how the paint came out. The car is as back together as I could get it. All the doors, all the windows and all the body parts are back on it. The floor has been welded, it has been seam sealed and protected. I unfortunately have not filmed that. I am not sure why, but I just don't have it. Anyways, it's looking kind of like a car again. I was hoping to get headlights and taillights to mount on it just to make it look even more like a car and even more put together. But unfortunately they didn't arrive on time, so that's gonna be something for next time that I'm in Croatia working on the car again. And yeah, now there's gonna be a bit of a break until the next video just because I'm in Spain and won't be able to go to Croatia to work on the car until September. So expect a new video sometime in September or October where we'll be going through the suspension, cleaning the underbody of the car and protecting it. And depending on how much time I'll have, maybe I'll start putting the engine back into the car or something. I don't know, we'll see what we manage to do, but I'm more excited than ever to work on the car and to get the thing back together and back on the road. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and here's how the car looks.